Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video here we successfully created one of the method as a add fee amount method, and here I get all the tower fee category data and also I get all the tower student class data, and here I create a return view one of the backup setup, and that is our fee account, that means the amount one of the folder, and that is our page, right? So here I pass all the data. So now first of all we have to create this page, that means the add free amount page, right? Now go to our this page, and this page will be as our fee category. In the fee category, if you open that as a add fee cat, so now I select everything, I copy everything from here, and now I simply paste it. So now here we'll customize it as per our demand. Like first of all, that is our add fee category. So now I want to change it, that will be the add fee amount. Okay, that will be as a add fee amount. Perfect. And after that, that is our form group. So here I don't want to use that input field. I want to use one of the actually select box, because select box will be needed, right? So better I use that select box maybe in our, if you go to, I select it in our user. Maybe if you go to that our user, into the user area, if you go to our user, if you go to that add user, into the add user, here maybe I have used one of the select. You can see that is actually our select. So right now I want to copy it. That means that is actually our form group. I simply copy this form group. Okay, so that is our and call md6. You can see when actually use that node is very much helpful. So better right now I copy this form group, I copy it, and now in our this page here, that is our call 4, so 12. So here I want to paste it. Okay, so that will be our select function, and that is our another one, that means remove first. And here we don't need any validation. So right now I want to remove this validation. Okay, I simply remove it. I want to make it as a clean, because here I will do one of the most interactive one of the things. Okay, so step by step I will show you. Like first of all, I take one of the that will be one of our category, that means our fee. I name it as a fee, and then category. Okay, I name it as a fee category. Okay, and then that is our select box, and select box name. Name I want to do, and to always prefer to use the same as per our database field name. You can see that is our database field name as a fee category ID. So now I want to change that name, and here we don't need any ID. I simply remove this ID, and that is our visibility select. It will be as a select fee category. So here it will be display better. I want to make it a little bit into the left side. So that is our select fee category. That will be our select form. That will be as a disable, and that will be as a selected, right? And after that, here only we need one, because I want to actually make it as a dynamic right now. So that will be the same. First of all, I want to take one of the for each. Okay, that will be as one of the for each, and also here I want to finish this for each. So that will be as a and for each. Okay, that will be as a and for each. So here I want to do from our this page, I have already passed this our two of this data, that means the free category data. I take the things with this variable. Now we can actually access it in our add fee amount, right? So that means here, so that is the user data, we don't need this. So now here I want to use it. So that will be our variable. I just name it as a fee categories as category. Okay, whatever the name actually choose, and now I name it as a as category. So now with this category, first of all I want to access our name. That means here I want to access with this category our field name. I have always used as a name, right? So if you right now, that will be as a dollar, and then with this dollar I want to with this category I want to use that name. That means our category class, if you go to our that is a cloud database, that will be needed also. So better I open it, and here you can see that is actually our fee category. So into the fee categories, and that is actually our field name as a name, right? So right now I am actually put that name, and also we need that our value, that means this ID. So here if you want to add it, so with this category you can actually access this ID. So into the value area I want to pass it, and that means with this category I want to pass our ID. Okay, so perfect. That means our this fee categories ID. right? So now I simply pass it. Perfect. Okay, so now if you click as a save all, first of all I have to check it. Now click as a refresh. Now if you go to our add fee amount, yeah, you can see our all that data is now loaded, right? That means every category is now successfully loaded. That means the fee category I have created as the registration fee, monthly fee, and the exam fee. So now I want to also get all that our another table data. I have also pass another table data as a student class, right? So for the student class I want to do here, that is our one of the input field, and that is our submit button, right? So that is our submit button, and that is our input field, and that is actually our form. Perfect. So now I want to better take one of the div. I want to work on the interactive things I show you. Like I take one of the div. Okay, I take one of the div, and with the div area I take one of the class. I name it as a row class, and then I divided with the 2. That means divided with the 3 actually. So better I take another div, and into the div area I put one of the class that will be as a call. Sorry, that will be a class as a call, and then md, and I make it as a call md for one as a 5. Okay, so as I told you before, in Bootstrap, if you already know, Bootstrap actually provided that 12 row. So right now I make it one of the 5 column, and then better I copy it and I paste it. That will be also as a 5 column, and also I take another one that will be as a 2 column. Okay, so I take 3 of this. Perfect. And now in our first column, so here I want to load this type of one of the form group. Better I copy this from group. So better I put some of the note for you. That will be as a and form. That means that form group. So that will be as and form group. I put some of the note for you. Okay, then it should be better. So that is our form group. I better copy it. I to get a total form group from to this position. Okay, I copy total form group, and then that is our row. Here I paste it. Okay, so now I want to paste it on here. I simply paste it, and that will be our call md5. So I make it as a and call md5. Okay, so that will be our note better, and also that will be as another call md5, and that is our call md5. So first of all I take one of the form group for our this call 5, and also after that I want to take another one that will be the input field. So better that is also another form group. I cut it from here. Okay, I cut it from to this position, and now that is our another md5 here. I want to paste it. I simply paste it. Okay, so that will be our another one, and then here I want to use our another field name that will be as a amount. Okay, that will be as the amount, and into the amount area I want to name it as per our database field name. Our database field name as the amount. So now I name it as the amount. Okay, so that will be as a amount, and the type will be as a text type. Perfect. So that's great. And then that is actually our last one. Okay, that means here I take it. So here I want to load all that our classes. That means that will be as a student class. Student class. Okay, that will be as a student class, and into the student class also here from here I pass this data as a classes, right? So now I have already get this data with our student class model, and I take the things with this variable, and here I pass it in our add fee amount page. So now that will be just like that same. Here there is our for each. Into the for each loop I simply add it, and that will be as a I name it as a class. Okay, I name it as a class. That means the classes as class. So now with this class it should be display our class table ID, and with this class I want to display our name. That means if you go to our database, into the database I have already created another one, and I have created as a student class. As you can see, that is actually our all that name field. That is our name. So right now I want to visible that name. That means all that our classes should be now loaded in particular that area. So that is our for each loop, right? And also I want to update that name. I want to update that name as per here I'm using as a class ID. So better I copy it. So that will be as a class ID. Okay, so now I updated that name. Perfect. So now it should be loaded and our amount should be loaded, and after that there is actually another one, right? So that is our last one as a call md2. So here I want to add one of the span. I want to add one of the span. Sorry, I add one of the span, and with the span area I want to add one of the class, and I want to add that as a btn success. It should be one of the button actually, okay, btn success. And here also I want to add one of the id, so that will be needed. I will show you why I'm actually using it. So that will be as add event more. Okay, so this type of one of the id as a add and then event and then more. Perfect. So now here I don't want to add any text. Here I want to load as a I tag, that means fa icon. So I put the class as a fa and then fa plus. Okay, fa plus as a circle. So fa class circle. So this icon should be now loaded. Okay, so now let's check this out. If you now click as a save all, and now go to the page. Now click as a refresh. Yes, you can see perfect. So that is the things I'm actually looking for. So that is our all that fee category loaded, all that our class is loaded. Here you can see I have created some of the class. So that is our student class. All that class is now perfectly loaded. That is our input text amount, and that is our icon. Okay, so that is the icon. So better I want to add some of the padding. That is actually our call md2. So I add one of the style, and I add that padding, and then padding top. Okay, I make it as a padding top as a 25 pixel. So I make it as a 25 pixel, click as a save all, and now if you refresh it, yeah, you can see it's now perfectly in particular this same row, right? So that is our 25 is perfect. So now friend, here I want to do one things, like that is actually all that our class, right? So here I want to add this type of one of the condition here. If you select as a registration, and you can from to this area you can add that multiple class. Okay, so not that single one. So if you click as a one, and then you can put that amount for the one, then here if you click as a add, then automatically this type of one of the another row will be loaded. Okay, so we will do that work with using that JavaScript, and that will be very much interactive. You can actually add that multiple field data at a time. Okay, so before do that work, that will be as a multi-part, right? That means this one, that means our student class will be as a multi one, that amount will be also as a multi one, right? So if you use that as a multi one, then make that sure you add as a multi, that means into the amount that is our name. So our this amount name will be as a multi. So for the reasons here we have to pass that as an array. So I simply pass this array. Okay, and also our this student class will be as a multi one. So for the reasons in our this name area, also from to this position here we have to update this as a multi one. Okay, make that sure you add both of these. That means the in our student class that will be multi. For the reasons here you have to pass that array for the multi, and that is our amount will be also as a multi data. We have to insert it. So for the reasons I just make it both of this as a empty array. Okay, so make that sure you add it. So better friend, I want to continue this process, and how can do that interactive things, how can insert multiple data at a time from one form. In our next video I will show you that things with a live example. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.